If you're a sports fan, make sure you go check out SportsCastr for all of your sports news. Whether you are a Patriots fan or not, this is the perfect way to meet all of your sports needs and is a platform I personally use myself in case any of you guys want to catch me live talking about training camp recaps, etc. I'll leave a link in the description below. What is up, Pats Nation? It's Patriots Global back here with another video, and in this one, I'm making a video that you really never want to make, and that's Patriots linebacker, but really main core special teamer Brandon King is likely out for the entire season after suffering a torn quadricep. Now, the Patriots dealt with, again, a lot of injuries this past game. I mean, we're talking about Benjamin Watson, Lance Kendricks, Damian Harris, and a couple of others. But this one sticks out in the fact that he's going to be out in the entirety of the regular season. The injury happened about late into the second quarter, and it was on a special teams play where he was trying to make a tackle. Now, right away, you knew that this injury did not look good, and when the cart came out, I knew that this was going to be severe. He was down for a very long time and was visibly in a significant amount of pain. You also know when it's bad because you have multiple medical staff members helping him. You have the cart coming around. You have the Patriots' entire defense coming out. You have Patriots head coach Bill Belichick coming out. You have Chris Hogan from the other team coming out. And it was something that they were dealing with for a pretty substantial amount of time. It's not like it was with any other regular injury where they quickly get him up and ride him off. And believe it or not, this injury actually really does impact the Patriots, and it isn't going to impact them in the way of the defensive standpoint because he is a linebacker, but it affects them in the special teams unit. He's been around the league for a bit of time now. He's more specifically been with the Patriots for a while, so he knows how the league works, especially with special teams, kickoff, punts, whatever it may be, just special teams unit in general. And he is a part of all four of the Patriots' kickoff coverage units. Now, we really like to look at Matthew Slater as being, the head guy, the main leader when it comes to special teams, and he without a doubt is. But a lot of people don't really give Brandon King the credit he deserves. He is definitely up there with a guy like Matthew Slater for his special teams ace and his special teams ability. You're always hearing his name when it comes to making special teams plays. And we all know that Bill Belichick seriously praises his special teams. And last season, the Patriots had a lot of issues with their special teams. They had issues tackling guys. They had issue giving coverage to their punt returners and their kick returners. And believe it or not, a lot of people do not give the credit to the special teams, but special teams can change a game so drastically. It's a difference between pinning a guy down at the 5 and pinning a guy at the 50-yard line. Now, like always, as I do for every single video, I did my research on this, and there was a video I watched, and they said a stat that I really wanted to share with you guys, and that is that Brandon King played 344 snaps of a possible 545 in the kickoff game, which was 63%, and he was also tied for the team lead with 13 tackles. That stat in itself should really explain to you how big Brandon King is to the special teams unit. Now, the good news here for the Patriots is that they do have a lot of other special teams guys. Of course, you can never have enough key special teamers, but the Patriots should be fine with getting away with him. They have Chase Winovich, who has played special teams even in college. He has a lot of experience there. They brought in Terrence Brooks, who will play defense, but also was a core special teamer back when he was with the Jets. I heard some people floating around this statement that Nate Ebner might be a surprise cut with the Patriots just due to him being injured all the time and the Patriots being loaded at safety and having a bunch of other special teamers. But at this point, because of the Brandon King injury, I don't think that's a statement anyone at this point should really be floating around. And of course, you have other guys, Matthew Slater. You have guys like Keon Crossan who have become a lot more involved in the special teams unit. So when it comes to special teams, although this is a very big hit, I think the Patriots will be okay. Now, the other thing this means is that it's going to free up a roster spot. Not just for a couple weeks for the Patriots 90-man roster before they have to make their final cutdowns, but it's also going to save a spot for their 53-man roster when, the time comes, because Brandon King was going to be a roster lock. He got an extension with the Patriots this offseason. I believe he was the first transaction for the team in which he signed a 2-year extension. Obviously, with him being out this season, that leaves a spot for another guy to be able to make the team, whether that's the Patriots carrying another wide receiver, a tight end, an offensive lineman, whatnot. Now, I'm going to be releasing a video later on today following this video, basically on the Patriots wide receiver situation, what I think they could do, what I think they will do, what I feel like they should do, and just looking at the past history with wide receivers and trying to clear up that situation a little more. And in that video, spoiler alert, I said that they will carry 6 wide receivers, including Matthew Slater. But after this, I could see the Patriots carrying 7 wide receivers as they have an extra roster spot, I should say, not receiver spot, in which they definitely have the ability to carry an extra wide receiver because they have so much talent and so much depth at the receiver position. That might be where they look to add another receiver. But that is it for today's video. What are your guys' thoughts on Brandon King being out for the season? I only wish the guy well. He's a great player both on and off the field, does a lot for the Patriots community. So it always sucks seeing a guy like this go down, especially in the preseason. If you guys are not subscribed yet, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And make sure you guys remember to leave your comments in the comments section below. If you guys would like a shout out on my channel, I will leave a link to my Patriots Global merch shop. If you send me a picture of you rocking your Patriots Global merch, whether that's a sweatshirt, regular shirt, phone case, whatnot, if you send me a picture of you rocking it, I will include you in my next YouTube video. Make sure you guys share this video with everybody you know so we can go to the Patriots Global family. And other than that, I will catch you guys in another video.